Hello, everyone. Dr. T here. I have known students to ask me a lot of questions because I have, goodness, 20 to 30 years of clinical experience over and above my academic teaching. And I think some of the things I have to offer, you will never find in a textbook. So I'll give you a little bit of information about how I view my role as a counselor and my role as a guide. First off, in regard to therapy, I look at being a counselor as being a guide for the client. So think of being on a dark path and the client is in the lead, not you, okay? You're standing behind or beside the client, holding up the lantern. Think of the green lantern, okay? Holding up the lantern. And the client is looking around at the issues, maybe some of the muck that might be off the path. And it's up to us to ask where to point the lantern. Sometimes we can make suggestions on where to point it, but we can't say, hey, look over here. This is what you're supposed to be dealing with. No, we are there to hold the lantern and shine it in those areas and make suggestions as a guide, not an advisor, not as a teacher, even though teaching can be part of that psychoeducation. We do want to make sure that we hold the lantern to help guide the client back to themselves. So there's my philosophy in regards to how do I view my role as a counselor. And I've come to that over the years. Beginning counselors tend to want to fix things. Beginning counselors want to say, oh, I just learned about CBT, or I learned about attachment, or solution focus, or acceptance and commitment. And we just want to jump in there, and we don't want to use all our bag of tricks in one session. And if we do that, we'll overwhelm the client. So what we want to do is hold the lantern, have our satchel, our bag of strategies strapped to us that we can have readily available when the time is right to bring out those strategies and techniques. I hope this helps you find your way of being a counselor.